Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another Rough Reviews and Closet Anime review collaboration. So we got another video for you today. It is who's this from? Peas World. Another cool video from Peas World. I got to get more into his videos. I know Freddie's been bringing them up to us and showing us his content. So maybe it's something that we can definitely dive into a little bit more as we do more of these reviews. But before we get started, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, share with your friends, and all that kind of stuff. Before we get started, I did want to bring a little tidbit. Two things, actually. Number one, my favoriteest anime is coming out with a season 2 right now on a weekly. That's Dan.
Oh,
Yes.
I've been watching the first 2 episodes that are out. Yeah.
Yes. It is my most loved anime right now because it's so fresh, it's so new. It's talking about aliens and just poltergeists and things like that, ghosts and things. So if you haven't seen season 1, go back and watch season 1, then come back and watch season 2 because they're releasing an episode weekly on every Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. And it's up to, I think, episode 4 right now, if I'm not mistaken. So get into that. Yaiba is still really good. It's releasing an episode every week. Very dynamic kind of style. They both use a very dynamic fighting style. So jump into that. And also, another little thing before we get started is my cartoon. Philandroids episode 2 is like 95% done. All the drawing is done, all the sound effects are done, coloring, everything, just touching up some audio and some little mistakes, some bugs. So expect that August 7th, at three weeks from now. That's going to be released. I'm gonna have some merchandise and all kinds of things going on with that. Look out on my channel, I Am Cartoons. Look out for that. And yeah. If you haven't seen episode 1, go to the channel. What are you waiting for? Go into the channel, watch it, laugh, leave a comment, share, and all that kind of stuff. All right, without further ado, let's get into the video. And I'm sorry, Freddie, is there anything you want to shout out before we get started? Just want to make sure.
Oh no, we can go ahead and jump right in.
All right, I can't wait. Let's see what they got to say.
You ever did?
The freakiest shit I ever did. You really want to know?
That's why I asked.
All right. So one time I seen my daddy nut on a towel. He was in his room beating his meat, and he had nutted on the towel, and I picked it up, and I scooped the nut off the towel, and I played with myself with my vibrator, and then I took like one of the little teardrop suctions, and I took his nut and put it in me.
Wait.
Oh man.
We're only 30 seconds in.
Yeah. It comes at you fast.
I was not expecting that because it said he asked, "What's the freakiest thing you've ever seen?" Not there's so many things. Really, there's so many things. It's freaky things you've seen. Is it though? I challenge that, but it's the freakiest thing she's done. Like, I haven't heard that before. This is crazy.
Woo.
Incest? Is that incest?
Yeah. Yes, that would be.
All right, because it's his stuff. That is. If it was anybody else, then okay. But
she potentially risked impregnating herself with her dad.
Oh, I didn't even put that together.
Yes,
I was so stuck on the touching it, watching and then touching, but then the playing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's crazy.
30 seconds, y'all. All right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, let's continue.
Yo, daddy.
That's the freakiest shit I did.
Wow. What a way to start the video. Something that has absolutely nothing to do with the title or the thumbnail. Now, this may be your first time watching, and I can imagine you have a lot of questions. What is this? This isn't what I came here for.
It's not.
Why is this woman so freaked out?
Freaked out.
Does she have mental health issues? Who does that? Well, I've got a simple, very simple and easy explanation for what you just seen. You see,
Yep.
that isn't a woman.
No, it's not. Mm-mm.
That's what we call a high-ranking demon
Yes.
cosplaying as a woman. You see, only a demon would stalk their own father's nut like a hawk.
Dang.
And then use it to get themselves. Come on.
But what does it do
Let's be
for
real.
you?
I've been getting a lot of questions recently.
I'm sorry, real quick. Because that's what's running in my mind. What does it do for? I don't know if it's a woman thing. Well, no, I know there's men that will like take. I know back in like the 90s or something like that, it was a thing to take a woman's underwear, and I don't know. Like, I guess it's the connection or something. It's the taboo of it or something like that. Maybe that's the same theory. It's like the taboo of I shouldn't be doing this to the next level. Like, it's always I shouldn't be doing this in the act, right? That's what makes it so exhilarating.
Yeah,
But
the tabooness of it. Yep. Yeah.
but her father, that's too close.
Yeah,
You think there was a boundary there?
Craziness. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
About how it is I see the world, how it is people like me see the world. Is it difficult having to hunt demons all the time, seeing demons everywhere? And it is. It's a blessing and a curse. But I found a video that is the absolute perfect representation to what it's like to be Peace World. Here it is.
Oh, yeah. Sister, remember the one that kept smoking in the bathroom?
Sister,
Oh,
Yes, Amalia, yes.
are you okay?
David, could I see you for a second?
No.
Yes, we'll be right back. There's a demon in there.
What does that mean?
It means there's a demon in there between them. It has its hands on their shoulders.
I didn't see anything.
Because you're not as good. Look at your feet. What do you see?
My feet.
No. There's a
You see, there might be some demon hunters in the chat who understand what I'm about to say perfectly. There's no fear. We don't fear these demons. Okay, generally speaking, anyway. We see them for what we are, and we know what our job is.
well, we are.
I'm just gonna be a negative human being today.
This.
I'm so sorry. Like, I have nothing positive to say about myself, which is something I'm working on.
It is it's totally a dishonest narrative that men and women want the same things out of life. We don't. We absolutely do not want the same things out of life. In fact, we don't even measure success the same.
Nope.
Anybody else see Naomi Osaka's recent interview after she lost her match? I mean, all of her interviews are pretty consistent since, having her child. She is just so negative. She is so hard on herself. And it's very clearly postpartum depression.
Would you not agree that women can both have a career and have children? I mean, you are actively doing that right now.
And I want to be very clear because I'm actively doing it right now. I would be someone that you would call an exception because I get to work from home.
Like, when I win,
Right.
I don't feel happy. I feel more like a relief.
I want to comment on this real quick before we get further into it. I did see this video. I don't know the girl's name, but I'm sure they said it. But I thought what she's going through, Asian tennis player, she beat Serena Williams.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like this whole thing. She was like, I was disappointed after I beat, not disappointed, but she felt down after she beat her, because it's almost like she beat her idol and she feels relief, not joy, after winning, but then she's completely depressed after she loses. And I think there's a certain, maybe it does have to do with postpartum, like that one girl's talking about.
Naomi Osaka.
I can almost understand it because it's almost like you're in success, you're in the highlight of your life. You would think from the outside looking in, oh man, she's got it. She's looking at the top of her world. She's everything. She must be happy all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But to her, and I think we all can kind of relate to this a little bit, to her on the inside, she's actually struggling to smile. It's like to be at that level must take so much sacrifice and so much like grueling inside work that when it's done, it's like, dang, I feel relieved that I don't have to work hard at this thing anymore, this stress or whatever. I feel like a lot of us probably feel that, not as amplified as she does, but I saw that. I'm like, dang, I couldn't imagine. That's why I wouldn't want to be a celebrity. You know, I wouldn't want to be famous. Like they probably live that on a regular basis.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah. I think some of it, like you said, and like was mentioned earlier, some of it may be some component of postpartum, because I think she has had a child
Yep.
that's maybe like, still a very young child. So, and there's that degree of, do women want to get back to their children? What does that do, like hormonally, chemically to their brain? So yeah, there's a couple of things that could be at play going on here.
Yeah. Yep.
And then when I lose, I feel very sad.
Women who are choosing their careers over starting families are finding themselves leaning more onto medicines like Xanax, anxiety-inducing medicines, and depression, because they suspended that time frame where women really should be looking to find a partner and to start a family, because they were instead pursuing their careers.
But like, no offense, but this is the reason why I will not have a child before I'm married.
You should have been married before you were a mother.
Like yesterday, I just woke up and I was really depressed, but I don't know why.
With your tournament over and, getting to have a break now, what's the first thing on your mind that you want to do?
Nothing.
This is sad. And like the woman said in the video, this clearly is postpartum. I think that she's battling wanting to be with her child, wanting to probably stay at home, and also wanting to pursue her career. I think she wants to do both. But also, postpartum, it doesn't have to be related to anything logical. Depression isn't logical. So that is probably its own entity by itself. So
I'm sorry. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know if I would agree with that. Before he goes a lot further, because depression, right? Let's talk about that for a second. Because he's going to a point about her and talking about the whole thing, postpartum and stuff. But for people out there, I'm sure there's sources that help you with all of it. But from my point of view, I've always saw depression as definitely like a lacking, right? Lacking something somewhere to the point where you're sad and you're down and you're ineffective in all the things you're trying to do, especially emotionally. But I think there is a certain amount of logic to it, though. If you really critically think about it a little bit, not everybody's going to do that, right? Not everybody's going to do that work the same way I'm thinking. But I think if you really sat down and you like meditated on it and really dug into, why do I feel like this? What do I want? Why do I want it? All the whys and the whats and stuff. I think you can get to the core of it. And then when you try different things, I don't know about you, but I know I hit little points of lowness, and the things I usually like to do, I don't want to do. I don't like to do, like playing games. Like I'm going through something right now where I don't want to play any video games. We asked me 2-3 months ago, I'm playing a game all the time. But I had to kind of figure out, like, okay, something's off and I need to pivot. Let's go try something else for a second. And I was like, oh, this is what I was needing. This hole in myself was me needing to change, because my body and my mind wanted to change. My mind didn't know it wanted that, but everything else was in that mode, and I had to find that. I don't know if it's painting a. I hope I'm hitting the point on the right track. But thoughts? Would you agree with him, or do you have your own perspective on depression?
I haven't looked too much into depression. I think everyone experiences it to a degree. And it's just how aware you are of yourself. Like, is it something that you can acutely pick up on, where you're like, you know what, I'm acting kind of different. You know what, I've changed certain patterns. and then like that awareness of it, you know, just is enough for you to kind of just like recalibrate, so you don't really put too much, you know, thought into it, because there was very little effort that you had to exert to kind of course correct. So I think depression, everyone may experience depression, but the ones who are more aware of it kind of can like re reorient themselves, and for the most part usually kind of just find our way out. So I'm not sure if it like for me, I don't really think about it a lot because I don't think I ever had extreme bouts with it.
Mhm.
I just kind of just get thinking about certain things, and then I'm, you know, you turn inward, and then you're like, oh, hold on, wait, that affected me different than what it's usually affected me before. And then
Mm.
you're like, oh, why is that? And then I'm usually kind of just aware of certain things, like, oh, I thought way more severely about it this time than I probably would have in other chance. I mean, in other scenarios. And then I'm like, oh, okay, maybe, you know, either something's changed, circumstance or situation has changed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know something else you when you were describing that and I was describing mine, I think a common element in both of them that allow us to kind of get through it is time. It sounds like we both have enough time to be able to sit and think about, because think about this girl, Naomi. It's almost like she doesn't have the space or time to sit and figure it out or something. I'm assuming at this point. I don't know. I don't know her life or anything, but because I just imagined her in the limelight and having to go, go, go. You know, it's almost like you don't get the time to really figure it out or something. But
Yeah, it is a little odd too, you know, because I've thought about it, and I think sometimes you don't truly understand certain situations and circumstances until you're actually there. But I
Mhm.
mean, I know there's countless of times where I've been hearing like these stories and cases about like celebrities that, you know, decide that the world would be better off without them. And I'm like, what?
Dang.
Like, how? Like, because for us, or maybe for myself, it's just like, you know, of all the problems you could have, like not knowing where your next meal could come from, not knowing if you're safe or not, like your actual physical safety is threatened, like
Mm.
every day, you know,
Yeah.
not knowing if a white van's going to pull up, and you know some guys with masked up are going to come and, you know, grab you and hold you for ransom, or you know, do crazy stuff to you. If you're just going to get, you know, senselessly, you know, um harmed, you know, due to like gang violence or due to human trafficking. I mean, you know, the list goes on and on and on and on. And
Yeah.
it's like, you are leaving because of that thing? It's like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes I do that, and I'm just like, maybe I just don't know what it is like internally that person could be, because I'm using my own
Yeah.
um rationale, um and just kind of like applying it to other people, and I'm like, you didn't think that other people go through problems? Like your problem was that, you know, I don't know, maybe people couldn't see you past your father. Like you were forever living in the shadow of a very famous father, and you never measured up. None of your movies were successful. But I'm just thinking like, but you're still rich though. Like what?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yep. It's tricky. It's tricky. It's yeah. All right. Let's see.
So mentally, she's battling, wanting to be at home with her kids and wanting to pursue a career, and then postpartum on top of that. And I think this is the result. Someone who is she just looks like she doesn't want it.
Man, I feel lied to by the culture. But I'm gonna take full responsibility there, man. I fell for it. I fell for the boss, the like I could do everything by myself, that hyper independent, and I'm 31 now, and I still don't have kids. I still don't have a family.
These women use their 20s and they waste them, and they are promiscuous, and they, oh, I got to make my money and all this stuff. And then they do wake up at 31 is even a little young. Sometimes it takes to 35, and they are devastated, completely devastated. Even if they have money, they are devastated. So, it doesn't matter to me whether it's genuine, because this is the pattern that is real, that's unfolding.
The level of propaganda needed to convince women to waste their youth working, even though they get to work until they're 70, and they're going to keep pushing it back because they don't want to pay that retirement. Waste your youth working and then focus on your family after. Even though we all know about the biological clock. That's crazy. And by the way, you can do both. That's the craziest part. The extremism. You can work and have a family. But no.
So this woman unfortunately is stuck on the side of the highway with a flat tire during a thunderstorm. But listen to what she had to say about men because of the situation that she was in.
One said, I'm not a tire shop. Two said, it's raining too hard. Three didn't answer. One guy asked if I was okay. One guy.
Before I let her finish, the first issue I'm seeing here is, why do you have so many different men's phone number that you're calling?
I was wondering, like, maybe one's her brother, one's her dad, but they would have came probably.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, and that's a great point that he made. That's a great point, because, all right, let's just give her the benefit of the doubt, right? Let's not assume the far extreme that she's sleeping with them all or has slept with them all, right? Let's not even assume that. Let's just say these four guys she called, she had no sexual interaction with. They're just talking.
The friends?
They're
the past friends. They're escalated to the talking phase. Okay. Okay. All right.
What do they still owe to her to come out and change her tire? Isn't that what insurance? Like I thought that's what AAA was for, or I thought that's what roadside assistant was for, right? Am I tripping?
It is. Well, excuse me. Sorry. Well, take the rain out. That's the only thing I'm gonna change in this whole thing. Why can't I personally feel like you should be able to change your own tire. I mean, because I learned that.
Oh, you're talking some equality right now. I don't know.
I learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
It was embarrassing, and I had to learn on the spot. I had someone come out and was like, "I'm not changing it for you. I'm just going to help you, teach you how to change it, but I'm not. You're going to do it." I was like, "Oh, dang, this is embarrassing." But ever since then, I've known. So I don't. Yeah, you're right. Equality. I don't feel like a woman should not know how to change her own tire because she has a vagina. It doesn't really equate to me. That's not a man thing to do. That's a survival thing to do.
Hey, you know what?
And washing dishes and washing clothes and washing your hip. Like, these are all self-sufficient things.
That sounds good.
Right?
That sounds good.
I mean, if it was changing your oil, okay, that's different. Changing the brakes, that's a little different. Like, those things are a little bit more inclusive. But changing a tire, you take the nuts off, you jack it up, take the things off, put it on, and you jack it down. It's not easy. It's not hard.
You know what? I like that the train of thought that you used in that because probably some time ago, like maybe in a different time period, in different generations, it would be crazy to have that thought to say, well, you know, you shouldn't be precluded from knowing how to change your own tire just because you're a woman. If you would have said that maybe sometime, you know, some 2 or 3 generations ago, they'd be like, are you crazy? What's wrong with you? No, women should never change their tire. Like, no, as a man, you know, call your dad, call your brother, call your uncle. Those guys need to come out and assist you.
Mm-hmm.
And now today that would be what should be societally norm, is for women to be able to know how to change their own tires if need be, and to not have to source it out to some other guy that's, you know, in her phone book. Because what I like to do is swap genders or swap race in certain scenarios and see if that logic applies. Because if a man says, hey, I don't know how to make my lunch and dinner, I called one woman and she said she was at home watching Netflix. I called the second woman and she said, well, she was ordering food right down the street from me. And I called the third woman, she didn't answer. And then I called the fourth woman and she said, you're hungry? I'm sorry about that. But none of them came and showed up to fix my meal.
Yeah.
It's like, would that have flown?
Yeah, and you know, that example it would not have. Well, that example you just gave, actually, I was thinking, so when you went back, let's go back to the part where you said about tell a woman she has to change her own tire back in the day, right? Blasphemous. But at the same time, in that same time period, no, a woman shouldn't have to change her tire, but she better be in the kitchen cooking my meal. You know, that's what comes with that time frame.
Yes.
If I'm coming to change your tire,
yeah,
you're gonna have to give me some things.
Yeah,
you know?
I better get a hot plate or hot sheets or something.
Ooh, I just had a thought. Let's play that out, bro. What if she calls this dude, 4 dudes, and the last dude, I'm so sorry. You okay? I'm coming. I'm gonna change your tire. Is he in the right to say, okay, I changed your tire? What you gonna do for me? Can he say that? So can he say, all right, I changed your tire?
Can I get
I
a plate?
want collard greens, yams, black eyed pea. I want fried chicken tonight. Can he do that? And legitimately, she not get mad and act?
They would say no. They weren't like this weird kind of like benevolent patriarchy. That's weird, man. It's like the mental gymnastics that they have to use is crazy. I just listening to enough of this, you're just like, yikes. If you think this way, I feel for any guy that has to follow up behind this.
I pose that question to anyone watching. Guys, I kind of had a feeling what guys would say, but I'm interested in women's point of view. If you called a guy and you didn't know how to change your own tire, you know what? It can be any. Let's expand this beyond the tire. But if you called a guy to help you with something that you could not do, like changing a tire, and he came and did it, he's not your man. That's another part of this, right? None of these men are our men. Does he have the right to ask you of something? Whether you want to or not, is he in the right? Can he say, I want a meal? I want a home cooked meal. I want you to drive over, like I drove over. I want you to drive over to my house. Groceries. I I don't know who buys groceries. You kind of negotiate that. I buy the groceries, she buy the groceries.
Yeah,
Groceries,
yeah.
And
He buys the groceries. She just shows up and makes the meal.
there you go.
Let's
That's fair.
make it a little easier.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's good. Whether it's romantic or not, that does not mean it's romantic at this point. It is a favor for favor.
Yes, favor for favor.
Okay.
No
Okay.
entitlement to her body. Just
I want to ask
her
this
time
question.
for his time.
I kind of want to ask people. I want to like people I see. I want to go and like really legit ask.
Labor for labor exchange.
Right.
Yep.
Ooh, wait a second. That sounds dark.
No, that's not dark. A labor for labor exchange. I'm doing this laborious activity, jacking up your car, because first off, he's probably not going to come out with that automatic jack, with a pneumatic jack. He's going to come out with the one that comes with her vehicle, where you got to crank that thing and you got to
work.
Yeah,
you're getting dirty. You're on your knees. You're cranking.
Yep, you're on your knees, just turning the little thing that came out of her trunk.
Yep.
And then you're getting all the black tire residue all on your shirt and arms and hands because you got to pull the tire off. So you got it on your shirt and your pants, and throw that in her trunk, pull out the spare. And it's not even a spare, pulling out a donut, essentially.
Donut.
Yeah. So, and guess what? She has to show up. She has to pull out all of the ingredients out of the refrigerator. She's going to have to cut them up. She's got to read the instructions. She's got to make sure, the heat on the stove settings. Labor for labor exchange.
Mm-hmm. Without getting much more into it, to get back to the video, this kind of sounds like a relationship. It sounds like something you would do in a relationship. Hey, my tire's flat. Can you come change my tire? Okay, babe. You come change the tire, and she come home. Oh, babe, I love it so much. Let me cook your meal. And then it's a constant labor. I feel like it's a constant exchange.
I've heard,
and I do.
This isn't my own thought, but I liked it so much that I'm like, ooh, that sounds so good. I've heard it explained like this. For fathers, daughters can ask and require so much from their dad because he will give and do without requiring anything in return. Especially like if you think of like male male figures in a woman's life will do for that daughter, granddaughter, sister, niece, and not require anything in return, especially fathers, good fathers. So they do for their daughters without requiring anything in return. And so it's like almost like these women are looking for that in these men, but not know like, hey, actually guys that have no familial relation with you, no familial ties, they are requiring things in return. And so they'll get upset and say, all these guys they want, is someone to cook and clean and to, organize their day and plan their, business trips, all this other stuff. I ain't your mama. I ain't your maid. If you want all of that, marry your mama. But then it's just like, hold on. It almost sounds like you're looking for a father. If you wanted all of that, why didn't you marry your dad?
Exactly. That's what we're looking for. That's what it is. It's you're looking for that same piece that other person gave, Okay. All right, let's get back to what he's saying here.
You should be looking for quality over quantity. You should have one good man that cares about you, where when you're in a situation like this, they will drop everything they're doing and come and help you.
And the fact that one said, I'm not a tire shop. No one that you're close with or you have a good rapport with is going to say that.
Nah.
It's probably someone who you don't even know like that. I guarantee it. Or you just asked him to come and help you out of nowhere.
Instead, You have 4 or 5 different guys that you're calling, and yet not one of those men care about you enough to come help you. But I'll let you continue.
One guy asked if someone's coming to help me. One person showed basic empathy. Make them lonelier.
And there it is.
What?
Make them lonelier.
I don't
So
understand.
because of the situation that you are dealing with, you now want all men to be lonely. And the funny thing is,
Where'd that come
you
from?
yourself are entertaining 4 different men. So that in itself makes no sense.
Why would you want evil in somebody else? Because you're going through a hard time.
It's crazy.
Make them
It's
lonely?
crazy.
So wait a second. Because to me now, if she wants men to be lonelier so that they feel desperate enough to want to help her, to have her companionship, is she now saying that her worth is so low that a man has to be desperate to want her? That's what it sounds like.
Ooh-wee.
Is that what it was?
It's absolutely what it sounds like. I think when I'm really listening to a lot of like their arguments and a lot of their points, it almost sounds like if we give them no other options, no other prospects that is better than this, they're gonna have to pick from something over here. Like they do like this weird stuff where they'll be like, oh, a real man would step up. A real man would, it's not being a stepdad, it's being a step up man. And it's like, huh? Like, yeah, all men should know that at 30, she may come with a child or two. That's just what's gonna happen. It's like, really? So what we're setting up is, guys, don't look for any women without children. It's pointless. Why would you be looking at women that are 30 that don't have children? Just always assume that they always have children and then proceed from there. Oh, men, why are you looking at younger women? No, that's silly. That's dumb. Always talk to women that's right at your age range, because that increases our chances of getting picked.
Mm-hmm.
So they always set up all of these weird kind of rules or requirements that increases their odds that they try to like impose on men. And it's not things that are generally in our interest or, in men's interest or in men's best favor. It's always things that, as you look and listen to them, it's always things that work in their best interest. It's never anything that works in either both parties' interest, or definitely not works in the favor of a man.
Well, there's 2 things I'll say to that. One, I think there's something natural about that. In that, so you hear the saying all the time, your money is your money, my money is our money. You always hear happy wife, happy life, all those kind of things. I think it's always, I want to say animalistic. This is another one of those animalistic kind of traits. I feel like if you can have everything with zero costs, then of course you would.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't? I mean, if you could make the argument for it and convince everybody to believe that, then why wouldn't you? That's how I've always seen it. But the second thing I'll say to that is, I saw a video today. It was probably about 2 hours ago now, and it was one of those nightly talks, is where all the black people are on stage and they have people come up and ask them questions. I think it's women asking questions and they answer it with some very real comments and stuff. And one of them, I didn't see the question, but I heard the woman on stage was saying, she was giving the advice. She was like, well, if you're saying 65% of men are all horrible, that means 35% are quality men. So if 35 are quality men, that means we need to start sharing men. And everyone's like, whoa. And it's like, we need to start sharing men, right? Because 35% of quality men have somebody. They're going to have somebody. And so share them with me, because I don't want the 65%. I want the 35%. And then of course some people was like, oh no, I would never do that. And then she was like, no, think about it. Y'all have kids. This is a woman saying this now. Y'all have kids with other men that you're not with when you go and be with another man. And like you're already sharing the man in that way. You're not with him in a committed relationship. You have a baby with a man over here, you be in a relationship with a man over there, but then you marry this man over here. It's like you're already kind of doing a polygamous kind of thing. And then she hit it home when she said, some of y'all women be up here acting like, oh no, I would only want one man and all this kind of stuff. I mean, you be the same woman to cheat, to be the mistress of the married man and cheating and all this kind of stuff. She was like, y'all sitting here talk about that stuff, but then y'all turn around and be the one helping the man cheat in the first place. So y'all already sharing the man. I was like, dang. So, and of course, everybody was like, no, I would never do that. You go in the comments. Of course, you got to read the comments. The comments were saying, I guess I'm gonna be alone. I'm gonna get cats. I start naming my cats and all this kind of stuff. I was just like, didn't y'all see? I'm sure you saw the all the memes and videos about the astronomer CEO and then astronomer HR lady. They were
oh man, that thing has gone super viral.
And as soon as it came up, you look, ooh, like you tried to hide himself. Come on, y'all. Like that's one of the hardest truths I've learned since becoming an adult. And because when I first saw real life people that I looked up to were having an affair and stuff, and it was like everybody knew it was out there. I was like, I was devastated. I was like, can't believe it. Like, I don't know if I cried, but I was to that point. Like, I was devastated. Young, right? And then you start growing up, and it's like, oh, this is what people do. Like, multiple families sharing men. She's a mistress, but she knew, and all this kind of. It's like this is normal. And I say all of that to say that I don't believe people are being honest with themselves in one aspect, men and women, because some men know that they're not monogamous, but women also are not all the way monogamous because they will share a man, whether they don't want to admit it because it's embarrassing.
Yes, because it's embarrassing. It's the optics of it to know that you can't get number one position and that you're basically settling for women do not want to be seen as the one that's doing the settling. I'm very much certain that I'm coming around to seeing that. Right now it may be anecdotally, but I think more and more as I'm hearing a lot of people over the internet, people in their videos and their little self-confessions, and it's just like, yeah, no, they don't want to be settling. For them, settling is like a slur. Like for them to say that they're settling is almost just like a disgust. Like, oh, I had to settle. It's like when it used to be settling down was a great thing. Hey, I found a suitable mate. I found a suitable person. I found a suitable husband, wife. Settle down, lock in, settle down, ride that thing called life all the way out to the end.
Yeah, social media. I blame social media again in that it doesn't change. It does give us more access to things. That's the problem with it. Gives you more access to people that you shouldn't have access to. Sure. But then it also gives you more access to. It highlights things more, including the infidelities and the relationships and stuff like that. Not saying that it's any more or less than what it was 20, 30 years ago. We could do an analysis and find out. But to me, if anything I've taken from social media is that I think my perspective is that I think things have always been as bad as they always are, but it has shown me that I did not realize how bad it was, in that this subject we're talking about, I feel like successful relationships and marriages, like the really good ones, are more rare than I thought they were. that's just that's anecdotal. That's just me speaking out loud, because I feel like maybe I can't even put a number to it, but I feel like every other relationship is probably much, much worse off than I thought it was, you know. Infidelity or just not happy. I would just say not happy. I'm not even gonna say infidelity. I think happy is different for everybody, but from the outside looking in and say they're happy. I don't feel like I see a lot of it. I don't hear a lot of it. I hear celebrities, and even though celebrities aren't always good either, too, you know. So, anyways, I can ramble on about that.
Real quick, we'll jump back in. I think yes. So I've gotten away from using celebrities as an example. I know it's a great like reactiveness to like reach out to these well-known people and kind of like, hey, see, as an example, this situation. I think they are further removed from ordinary regular people just due to their circumstance. But I will say, minus the celebrity aspect of it, man, I forgot where I was going.
Celebrities aren't a good example for relationship examples.
Yeah, they're not great examples because of a multitude of problems, especially because they're in like a extremely higher income bracket, and they're just very famous and well known, so they have to move a little different than we do. But man, I don't know where I was going with that. Yeah, we can
okay,
go back to the video.
All right.
Here's my advice to you. Try to find one man that cares about you and stop talking to multiple men at the same time.
I mean, what is the point of dealing with 4 guys if none of them will help you in your time of need? You might as well be lonely. You're talking about make them lonelier, but you're making four guys not lonely. You're entertaining 4 guys. Women, you make them lonelier. I'm dealing with 4 at once, though.
7 years ago, I lied to my entire family and told them that I graduated college. I even walked across the stage, but I indeed have no degree. Story time. I have never told this story publicly, and I need y'all to blow this video up because I need $8,000 because that's how much I need to get my degree. So boom, about 8 years ago, I was in college. Your girl was doing good, okay? I had a 3.25 GPA, and then I met a demon. I started dating this demon, y'all, and my grades began to plummet. That next semester, I started dating another demon, and he wanted to be a rapper, y'all. And we met Gucci Mane. We went to Street Execs. We really thought he was finna get signed. And so what did I do?
I can't. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't. There's no accountability in this.
Ooh, she blew past that thing so quick. You saw that, right? In real time, man. She went past that so quickly. She dated not one demon, but her decision-making skills is so great. She managed to find another one. She's good. She can find demons.
Hold on. I missed that part. So let me just back up just real quick.
Yeah, she blew past it.
That next semester, I started dating another demon, and he wanted to be a rapper, y'all. And we met Gucci Mane. We went to Street Execs. We really thought he was finna get signed. And so what did I do? I said, I'm finna drop out of college because I'm finna be a rapper's girlfriend. Yeah. I'm about to be like Ari and Jada. What are you talking about?
So you knew that.
And
that was your fault.
Yeah. So you met 2 demons. You dance with the demons, you're gonna end up in hell. Okay, you met 2 of them, and you dropped out of college. You dropped. This is the extremes, though. This is the extremes that we're talking about. Why can't you be in college and be a rapper's girlfriend? Why can't you do both? Let me guess. You want to go on tour with him? Really? Rappers aren't touring all like throughout the year. They tour for it. They have set dates. Why did you have to drop out?
That next semester I enrolled back in school because I came back to my senses. So boom, I go through the semester, y'all, and I literally only had 2 more classes to graduation. So my advisor is like, we'll let you walk the stage, and then that next semester, take your last 2 classes online and we'll send your degree. So I'm like, okay, bet. Y'all, my entire family flies to Georgia to watch me walk across that stage. Okay, I'm talking about people spent thousands of dollars. I'm Liberian and Nigerian. Y'all know Africans take school very seriously. I don't even tell them that I got 2 classes left. I just let the people be proud. Who am I to ruin y'all joy by telling y'all I ain't really getting this degree? I'm just walking across the street. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, boom, fast forward to the next semester. I'm taking my classes online. Everything going cool. The house I'm staying in gets shot up, bro. So now I'm going through it. I got PTSD. I'm just like, I'm not okay. So I drop out of the classes. Life keeps going on. I don't end up going back to school. And now my school says I owe them $8,000.
Wait.
Going through it. I got PTSD. I'm just like, I'm not okay. So I drop out of the classes. Life keeps going on. I don't end up going back to school. And now my school says I owe them $8,000.
Why? Wait, she just skipped over that. Now I just dropped out of school. Now I just owe it. What are you doing? There's so much context missing.
She just dropped out. Like no reason, no rhyme.
Why was your house getting shot up?
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you that reason either. Like I'm not going to give you any reason to know why this particular house of all the other homes. Like, was it an accidental shooting? Like, were they shooting at someone who was standing in front of your house and your house just was the backdrop that got shot up? Or were they looking for somebody, i.e., she was messing with another demon, and they were trying to get at him? You know, they do these weird things where they start talking about guys or talking about the result of their lives from said guys. And all it does is illustrate more about them than it does the men that they're actually trying to highlight. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah. You know, I realized this before, but this video is just kind of highlighting it even more, in that it's almost like it's kind of perplexing in how brave or how nonchalant she is to come on here and just say all this. And it's perplexing in that I feel like I see it more and more and more and more. It's like, you really said that?
Yeah.
You know, it's blowing my mind.
How degenerate of a thing I can come and divulge to absolute strangers on the internet in order to gain some type of views, some type of platform, to garner some type of supporters, to monetize it, to make money, to start booking shows or events, to get brought onto other people's platforms, so that I can do interview. Like, they will do they will tell any type of story. They will divulge any type of information, anything. There's no shame, zero shame. I would never want to tell anybody that I walked across the stage and did not receive a degree and had family members fly from Africa to come and see this. And now this story can get back to them.
Right.
That's crazy. No shame.
Shame. I was about to say it's a lack of shame in a lot of it. But okay. All right.
And if I want to go back to school and stop being a liar to my entire family, I gotta pay these people $8,000. So I ain't trying to beg or nothing, but y'all blow this video up.
What you're
you know
doing.
what I'm saying? So I can stop being a liar to my family and actually graduate college.
The absolute lie that was told to us, women mature faster than men. That only applies physically. Some of the decisions that women make when they're young, again, I've said this before, it makes me believe in the frontal lobe. It makes me believe in the theory. Because you start to think and you
I don't
go,
believe in that theory.
there's no other explanation for this. Who's doing this? The things that men can convince women to, I don't understand it. But she didn't say he convinced me to drop out.
Exactly. She just
did it.
Lesbians, we got to talk about the thing we don't want to talk about, which is DV. And I want to talk about this because of the ultimatum. And my girl actually did a project in school recently researching this. And lesbians have one of the highest reported DV rates. And that doesn't necessarily mean it's happening between lesbians, because a person can identify as a lesbian and have had something happen to them at one point in time and still would count. But it is way higher.
Wait,
way higher.
Oh, that skews the numbers. You're saying you can be in a hetero relationship, get beaten, and then identify as a lesbian later and just say, oh yeah, I experienced it, and then how that boosts the lesbian numbers up?
Boy, she tried to do some mental gymnastics right
No,
there.
You can't do that. That's not right. Oh, okay. Okay.
Higher in our population when you talk about it. And I think some of it is because, number one, it's two women, so people think that it's equal or it's okay. And I think women tolerate certain things from other women because they're women. Okay. And then secondly, I don't think that people have a very good understanding of what DV is. I think they think that it's always physical. And I think, with two girls, if it gets physical, it's seen as an equal fight. And that's not true, because the point of DV isn't like a physical harming of the person. The point of all forms of DV is control. Huh? So control leads to psychological and emotional damage, even more so than physical damage. So DV can look like someone not liking any of the friends that you hang out with and isolating you from everybody and making you question your own ability to choose friends. And it might sound something like you're too good for them. Like the person may manipulate you into this, but the end result is you being isolated from everybody around you.
I always say this. If you want to get the truest reflection of women in relationships, find lesbians who have no agenda. They don't hate men. They don't hate women. They're not feminists or anti-feminists. They're just speaking about their community and their experience.
Okay.
And then you'll get the realest reflection of what women can be like. What this lady is doing, though, she is getting abuse and domestic violence mixed up. Violence is inherently physical. What you're describing is abuse. There's all types of different abuse: financial, mental, verbal, all these things. What you're describing. Violence, physical. But yes, domestic violence rates in the lesbian community is the highest. They'll try to go, but a lot of the lesbians, before they started dealing with women, they were in abusive relationships, but they won't use that same logic for their gays, okay? And theirs is way lower. So that doesn't make sense. But this is what I think is happening. Women are more abusive in other ways. So we know about physical abuse. Women are more abusive in other ways. Men will justify or excuse a lot of women's bad behaviors because they're women. She's just women, she might be on her period, whatever the case is. Women don't give each other that leeway because they're both women.
Right.
And if they're both being verbally or mentally abusive, all of a sudden that boils over. And you listen to these lesbians speak, their relationships are more passionate. They're more full on. They get together quicker. They start living together quicker. They fall in love quicker. The emotions are just heightened. All of a sudden, one's giving the other one a DDT, elbow is going crazy.
That's crazy.
I really wish I understood why life was so unfair. I hate to be like a little pity party, but it's gonna be my little diary. So it just is what it is. I'm 34, 2 college degrees, and a minor under my belt. Went to get my master's, COVID hit, ruined my whole life. Cool. That was 2020. It's 2025, going into 2026 at this point.
Sorry to cut the video here. COVID hit while you was going to do your master's, but you've got 2 degrees and a minor. How's your life ruined? Even if you weren't able to go into that field, surely you would have had so many opportunities, no?
I got nothing to my name. Nothing.
I know that feeling though.
I live in Atlanta.
Ooh.
I don't really have too many friends here. I have friends everywhere, but honestly, over the past couple of years, I just been to myself. I've always been to myself. I'm my only child. And although I make friends easily, that's not a problem. I don't, my body is telling me I don't want to go out of the house.
Really?
And it's because I feel like I should have been a mother a long time ago. And it hurts. It hurts. Everybody around me has kids.
Ooh.
Everybody. That's the least thing you can have, right? The least thing. Don't even got that. I got a psychotic ass dog who I can't let around people. He bite. Can't get rid of him until I get another dog or a better security system. He good for that. I'll give you that. I got a man that I love.
Ooh.
Who's so broken inside. He don't know how to love nobody.
Dang.
Be real.
That's dark.
I feel like he wants to. I really do.
Hmm.
But he can't. And it's easy to let him. It's not easy to let him go. But even if I do let him go, I'm just gonna be by myself.
She loves him.
I'm just gonna be by myself. I don't want that.
That's why she's with him still.
I don't want that. But also, I hate men. I'm literally starting to hate men.
I hate when people say,
I hate that. Like,
you hate things about them.
I feel like especially as a young Black woman, going into your I'm now 34, going into your late 30s, early 40s, like, it's really hard not to hate men.
She don't hate men.
It's hard not.
Honestly, I'm sorry. Okay, before he comments, so much to unpack because I was with her in the beginning for most of it actually until her last comment. In that I feel I can relate with that feeling. You got these degrees, you got all these things, you got success. I have some friends. Sure, I can hang out with people. Me personally, I don't have kids, and I've always wanted kids. And I'm gonna be honest, it sucks seeing other people with kids sometimes because I want them and I can't have them, and I don't want to see other people's kids. You know, I don't want to see it because it brings up that feeling of jealousy and stuff, and it brings up that sense of nothingness. It's like, dang, what am I really doing with my life? I have these things, but there's nothing meaningful. You know, the cartoon I'm making is meaningful in and of itself because I'm fulfilling something, a goal of mine. But I'm married. I do have a good relationship that I can look forward to. That is something too. So I kind of see what she says, especially when she's at this age, no kids, she's an only child, and then you do hit that wall of, okay, I don't want to do all the wild things. I don't have but so many confidants around me, friends. But then when she said that her boyfriend, she's like, I love him, but he can't love nobody. I was like, ooh. And that's another real thing. And like, I believe her. I believe that she loves him and he's probably a decent guy. Don't know him the way she described it, but it's like, he doesn't have the capacity to love. I know he wants. Ooh, and she's dealing with that, but she won't leave him because she's gonna be lonely. And she has feelings for him. But then her last comment, I don't think, I hate when they say I hate men. You don't hate men. You hate things about men. You
hate things about the men that you've dealt with. That's the truest statement that would evoke no issue. Well, not none, but would evoke the least amount of issues from most men.
Right.
Okay. All right. Understood. Because you know what? Most men probably dislike a lot of the things that they've experienced from some of the women they've dealt with.
Exactly.
That's a human experience.
You'll never hear a man say he hates women. I don't, unless I don't think I've heard that.
They could probably find some guys, but it's like in mass, you can find this stuff easy in a quick little TikTok search.
Right.
The algorithm will feed it to you ad nauseum, but it's like do the same in reverse. And if you do find those guys, man, they're chased off the internet quick with the quickness. Not to say that they should be doing that, not to say that they're allowed to do that, but it's like you can clearly see that one of these two things is not like the other.
Yeah. Oh man. But see, I like her video much better than the last girl's video. Yeah. All right.
This is something that I cannot understand whatsoever. Genuinely, you've admitted that you're dealing with a broken man.
Oh, with a broken
man.
man.
I guess you have a tracker. I'm just gonna go out on a limb. You are self-aware enough to understand that the man that you love can't love anyone. That's what you're dealing with. But now you hate all men.
Yeah.
Well, now you hate men.
That's a good connection.
Do you think we're all like your boyfriend? Or your guy, the guy that
you said it.
I don't get it. That's something I don't understand. Surely you know that there are so many different types of men out there.
They're all idiots. Let me take that back. They're not all idiots.
About to say, come on now.
But I'm surrounded by idiots at the moment. Let me put it that way. I am surrounded by idiots.
I hate that word. That's the worst word in the vocabulary.
And it's like I wanna go back out and do it. I used to live in Los Angeles, California, downtown. Happy as shit. Stories for days. Had a great time. Great time. Met amazing men in the industry, just across the fucking country, to be honest with you. Had a great dating life. I've had a great dating life. But that's all it's been, dating.
Dating.
I've never been serious with anybody until now, and I can't even be serious with his dumb ass because he not serious. He can't be serious about anything. His life's a joke.
Oh,
dang. Wow.
He's getting cooked. He's getting cooked.
I know this man's ears is red hot. Like,
I hope you don't see this video. I'm sorry, bro. I hope you don't see this video. She's wilding on you right now. And that's why I believe her, because look at her face. She's not trying to put on a show or anything. She's speaking from her heart. She even corrected herself. They're all idiots. Well, no, not all of them. Just the ones I'm dealing. So she sees it. She understands what she's saying. And she is putting this guy on the spot. So now I'm kind of, what is she talking about? Los Angeles. Then go back to Los Angeles.
And here's the other thing that most men, and it's so funny when they come on and they start speaking from their heart. They start speaking like without any agendas. That's what she's doing right now. Mind you, there's no hidden agendas. There's no ulterior motives. She's just speaking exactly her account on where she's at in life, what she's done.
Right.
But this is the reason why, like, a lot of guys say certain things, and like the women will take to the internet and mask and like be, oh, why do men think that way? And it's like there's a reason. We're just number crunchers. We're analytical machines. She just stated she's dealt with very great men in California. She had a beautiful dating life, and these were good men.
She said it.
How are you here now dealing with a guy that his life is a joke and he's unable to love? You went again. That's exactly, she made the point without making the point. She had plenty of opportunities to get out of the dating market and to lock in with a good guy in California that was a great dater, that was good at dating.
Yeah.
Two things could have happened. She didn't recognize them for what they were then because she saw that she had other opportunities and possibilities longer in the run. And so she was like, "Oh, this is great. Let me continue on and see if there's better. Let me continue on and see if there's better. Let me continue. Oh, wait. No, there's nothing else better than this. Let me turn back around. Oh, they're gone. Where they at? Or she just didn't qualify for them.
I wonder.
It's like, which one is it? Like that part right there, that internalizing part, I think will be super damaging to a lot of them if they ever had to turn back and actually look internally. Like, did I just mismanage all of the good opportunities that I had, or did I just not measure up for them to take me serious?
You know, if I had a superpower, I mean, I think if I could choose a superpower, I would choose to fly, because I think that's the coolest power ever. But real life, if I had to choose a real legit kind of power that's unique, I would choose a power to look into people's lives, like their history. Like, I could pause you and then look into your entire life story up until when you were born. You know, I feel like you can learn a lot about the person. I mean, you learn everything about the person. Plus, you can learn a lot of, like, I think, like, test answers and skills and things. It's like, oh, you know how to, like, solve the mysteries of the world. Okay, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna learn this from you. You know, I feel like, and then plus you get a good story. Think about this different stories that people have gone through and things that they've lived, and you can learn those lessons and not do them or whatever. Or maybe you could find the thing and help them in their life right now, you know? So when I hear stuff like this and I see this, I'm like, there's a story right here, man. I would pause and rewind this tape back and watch this thing, you know? At least the last 5 years, like she's talking about. It's interesting. Okay.
Tired.
Aw.
Not to mention the family life. The finances are terrible. Terrible. I went from making about 3 to 4K a month easily. I got nothing. I can't say I ain't got nothing.
Let's say, come on, girl.
You can always say you got family, you got love. Please shut the fuck up.
Is that a lot in America? 3 to 4K a month? I don't feel like that's a lot in America. Taxes and that? I don't know, but these are the types of conversations that you be having by yourself to yourself. But thank God for the TikTok, right? Yeah. Thank God for TikTok. Now we all get to hear it. Now it's for our entertainment. Damn. You should have kept this to yourself, man. I'll be real with you.
Wow.
That shit gets so old. Like, yeah, whoop-de-doo. Let's be transparent. I don't have it. I don't have that. It sucks. I don't have the career I want.
Yeah.
I don't have the money I need. I'm not staying where I want to stay at.
That's life, bro. That's life.
I got one of my cars of my dreams. That's the only thing.
Okay.
I have a Jaguar and I love her very much.
Okay.
I can't even afford to take care of her.
You don't get Jaguars on no money. You don't. I'm sorry. You don't get BMWs and Jaguars and Porsches and all the. You don't get the luxury cars with low money.
Yes, without the luxury income. You're getting luxury vehicles and you can't maintain because they're gonna cost.
You can probably get them cheap pre-owned or something like that or whatever, but then the maintenance for it is astronomical. You can't
getting an oil change, crazy.
$300.
Crazy.
Yeah. Ugh.
I'm just tired.
Woo.
I'm just tired.
And you know she's for real.
Look, yo.
Ooh.
This is sad. This is legit hurting my heart. Like, seriously, not playing. It hurts me to see this and hear this because, again, there's a lot of relatability to it. But, you know, of course, you gotta keep going. You gotta pick up. So all right, this is my goal. This is what I want. What I was just saying earlier about depression. This is what I want. How am I gonna get there? I gotta keep going. And then of course, yes, you do express this, talk it out loud. Like what she's doing right now is great. She shouldn't put it on the internet.
Yep.
She shouldn't put it on the internet, but there's a lot of times I'll sit in the mirror. I got no shame. I'll sit in the mirror talking to myself, saying it out loud. I'll scream. I would write things down. I had a journal, writing it down. I look it up on internet, whatever. But you got to find your way out. This is not going to last. I will say this, if she's listening or whatever, this is not going to last. This is only right now. This is the moment right now. You have to change what you're doing. You can't keep doing the same things that you know is not working. You're gonna have to take a leap. It's gonna be scary. You got to get rid of the car. Get a beater. You have to get a beater. You're gonna have to move back home. You're gonna have to take a couple of humble nuggets. And you have to let your guy go. Either let him go or help him to change. He has to want to change.
He has to want. Yeah, I was getting ready to say you can't help him
along. If he doesn't want to, then let him go. Find another guy. Like it can be done, but you cannot wallow in the spot though. That's the only thing. But man, this hurts.
Yeah, I mean, you can really tell. Like it's in the eyes, man. The eyes. You can tell she's tired. Like there's certain people. Like when I'm watching a lot of these videos, some of them you can tell it's kind of in jest.
Yeah.
You know, like they're not really there yet. But then there's the ones where you can tell, oh, they're really there. Like she's there at the point of someone who's tired of being tired. Like they've been tired, but now they're tired of that part now. It's like, ooh. Yeah, no, and like you said, it's a relatability where you can be like, I'm not at the job I'm at right now.
Yeah.
I'm not in the house I want to be in right now. I'm not in the relationship status, or I'm not in I'm not in the financial income bracket. I'm not in the whatever it might be. I'm not in the education pursuit that I wanted to be in. I don't have whatever it is. Everybody has that thing.
Yeah.
And like you said, like, are you going to just continue to wallow in it, or are you going to take active steps to make the change needed to get from that point? And it's easy to compare yourself to people that you perceive to be in better situations and not know the other aspects of what they want for themselves. You know, oh man, he's got a great job. He's doing good for himself. And it's like, yeah, but he's struggling at wanting to maintain his relationship. Oh man, he's got the perfect dynamics. The family's good. This is good. Is that good? It's like, yeah, but their finances is horrible. Like they are below check the check. Like they're piecing together like 2 or 3 checks to come up to, break evens. It's like, you don't know. And I think a lot of times we do the quick comparison and contrast to other people and uphold them in positive lights. And I do the opposite. I'll be like, yo, I could have been there negatively.
Right.
Like, I got a house. It ain't the biggest, but it's like I could have been there though. Nah, I'm okay. All right, I'm gonna do the active things needed to try to excel further. But to be there, to be that tired, no, I would not want that.
Yeah. See if she's got any more. Make us cry.
I have all these accolades under my belt. Licensed hairstylist and notary.
Okay.
All these wonderful things. Certifications under my belt. Gotten awards at damn near any job that I've been at over a year. Awards. Amazing at sales. You name it. Can't get hired. And honestly, at this point, I'm sick of putting in applications. I'm tired. I'm sick of it. It is a pain for me to even fill out a fucking application. Resume I already made. I'm sitting there staring at the fucking computer screen like, can't even do that.
That's what it be.
Ooh, yes.
And I don't know how to motivate myself at this point. I really don't.
Ooh.
I've been motivating myself my whole life. Please don't get in my comments with that stupid shit. I've been on my own my whole life. Every apartment been in my name. Every car been in my name. Been on my own. I ain't never had a roommate.
Okay.
Just to get here and be like this.
That's part of it, though.
Ooh.
I don't even have anything to end the video. That's just the video. That is just the video. I can't even ask for prayers or anything else of that matter. I don't. I've been in church my whole life. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of hearing that.
Dang.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean you're sick?
I'm sick of hearing that. Don't miss with the prayers.
Miss me with them prayers. They ain't changing nothing over here. Yo,
she's tired. She's tired.
Woo. She said, "Miss me with the prayers."
You
I've
know,
heard them.
Dang, yo. But the thing is, she's 34. If she was saying this at like 20, I guess it could be everybody's timeline is different. I gotta remember that. Everybody's timeline is different. Everybody's success looks different. Something I had to learn. But yeah, motivation. That's another big thing. That's something even now, as an officer and as a manager in my area and stuff like that, I often ask myself, how do I motivate people to be better? How do I motivate people to want to change, to be good, have good work? How do you motivate people? And I don't think I've ever found a really great answer other than finding what they enjoy, finding something that they like. And it's almost manipulative. Not to go down this rabbit hole, but you almost have to find their carrot and then wave it in front of them in order for them to in order for them to do the thing that you want them to do, like a compromise or a transaction or something. And but when it comes to yourself, I guess it's similar. You got to find, because this is something I don't think people talk about or say enough, in that when it comes to being, here we go, I might say some off the wall stuff. When it comes to being monogamous, when it comes to being in a good relationship, or when it comes to being successful at your job or having a family, all these things, when you look at someone, it's like, dang, they got the wonderful life. But it comes with a certain amount of contentness, being content of where you're at without being as ambitious. It comes with a lot of sacrifice. It comes with a lot of monotony, and it comes with a lot of what's the word? Ungratefulness in a way. That's the best word I have.
Yeah, it's definitely
those things.
You hit the nail right on the head, because that little saying alludes to exactly everything that you just said, where it's comparison is the thief of joy. Where you should be very joyous of where you are right now with your accomplishments, the things that you've achieved, where you are. You should have that moment of, yes, I'm good. Yes, this is great. Or, hey, I'm doing X, Y, and Z correctly. I'm doing X, Y, and Z right. But then you go and compare it to someone else, and you're like, it starts to rob you of that joy, because you're like, yeah, I got a nice vehicle. It runs, but it's not that. and then I got a home, or I got a place to stay, or I have somewhere to lay my head, but it's not that. And then you start comparing it, and then any joy that you should have had for the accomplishments and the things that you are doing, it doesn't seem that great now.
Yeah. And I think so. With all that being said, now putting that into her scenario, I have a feeling if I had my superpower to watch her tape, the tape of her story or of her life, I have a feeling she's a lot better off than what she probably is making it out to be.
Oh, you know what that reminds me of? I'm about to segue this into an anime show, Black Butler.
Black Butler, yeah.
Yes, there's a villain that has the ability to like pull out like film from people's lives, and he can cut it. If you had the ability to like retrieve the life reel from people, and then you can just watch their life, and then you're like, right there, see, you see this right here, that's where the trajectory changed. Like, can you identify this again next time you see it?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I wonder. And again, she does look tired. It makes me sad to watch it, but I wonder if that's just because she's at a low point and things are not as horrible. Because she did say, if I'm not mistaken, kind of what you said earlier, she did not say that she cannot pay her bills. She did not say that she felt unsafe. She did not say she was without, if I'm not mistaken. And she did not say, it didn't sound like she was in desperate need and struggling. It sounded like she just wasn't where she was, where she wanted to be. And if that's the case, a lot of us aren't where we want to be. We are where we should be. Oh, we're where we should be because it's probably as close to a balance where we want to be that we can be. I'm spitting bars right now. Okay. I was okay. Well, I can't say that again. I don't know what I just said, but
like, all right, now repeat it again, huh?
But no, it's like if you could have all the money in the world and have the best spouse ever and all the kids and all the money, all kind of stuff,
you would still find something to be unhappy about in it.
Good point. But I was going to say, if you could, sure, but this is probably as close to that as you're going to get without selling your soul to get there. You know what I mean? And maybe perhaps she has not grown or achieved the thing enough to get to where she wants to be.
All right. I think you're heading in a direction. I'm not going to spoil it for you, though. I think
let's
continue on.
That's all I got. So if you want to go to the spoiler section on it, then please enlighten us.
Let's continue the video on.
Okay.
The sick of the press? Are you a demon?
It's okay though, y'all. Pity party over. I'm finna go sell this cat for cash tomorrow. Yeah.
Wait.
I mean, if you sat here for more than a minute, that's a great way too. But at this point, it's time to start selling this kitty.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, kitties for cash.
Hey.
Ooh, that don't sound good. You know what? As a matter of fact, let me take that back. I'm gonna go sell rugs. I'm gonna do something illegal. I got to do something illegal. Everybody else is doing it.
There you go.
Everybody else is doing it. I'm finna do it too. I'm finna go. You know what?
Just sell the cat.
I need a shiesty mask by tomorrow. That I can do.
What?
I can do.
Shiesty man.
I can put in my application for that. I don't know who's taking them.
This is how they become corrupted. Their souls become warped.
That's how.
And they turn into demons. Okay, she's going through a bad patch in life. Immediately, I'm gonna start selling it. What? You want to shiesty? You gonna start robbing people? But in all seriousness, this video was quite sad, and I do wish the best for her. I hope she doesn't set it, but I do wish the best for her. Hopefully for her, this is just a rough patch, and she can get through it, and get the things that she desires. I mean, she's 34, kids now. It's a bit long. Yeah, hopefully she gets through it.
Do you actually ever have any kind of sexual relationship at all? Then?
Oh,
I'm sorry. What was that?
Did you actually have any?
Right?
What's that?
That's Superhead.
Yeah.
I was literally unrelated. Not for what you would think it would be.
Oh, okay.
Not for what you were thinking. But I think it was literally yesterday. I saw a meme or something that was like, if you know who these two were, you had a freaky childhood. And I was like, who is that lady? Who is that? And it was like Kareen Steffens. It's like Kareen Steffens or Karen or whatever. I don't know how to say her name. And it was like, I was like, who is that? And then sure enough, Superhead. Yeah, I remember. She was famous back in our time, like when we were young.
Yeah, the first of the video vixens. Like that's before the cat stacks. That's before the, all of these other Instagram clout chasing girls that attach themselves to like rappers and ball players and stuff. And now they try to, extract whatever resources that they can and try to put it in some type of nail salon business or some wig and weave or eyelash company. Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't think she was still relevant. Okay. Here we go.
Any kind of sexual relationship with Diddy at all?
No, Diddy and I did not know. Well, not to my knowledge.
Jeez.
So, what do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that? Like, you remember?
Not by your knowledge, Superhead. What?
You should know.
What are you talking about, right?
It doesn't sound confident.
What are you trying to say? Because the only way that makes sense is if you're saying he slipped you a Mickey.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He put one in your drink.
Mm-hmm.
Put Molly on that champagne. You know what I'm saying? You did a Rick Ross. Is that what you're saying?
It's kind of what it sounds like.
Not to my knowledge. I don't. Honestly, I'm questioning a lot of things right now.
Well, you think
so not to my knowledge. I don't think anything right now. I just not to my knowledge because honestly,
that's a very strange response though. To not remember
keeping that opportunity to make some money on the table.
Yeah, isn't it? It is. Yeah, it is. Because honestly, Pierce, before I went through my text, again, I hadn't read Confessions in 20 years. I wrote it. It was painful to write. So I never wanted to re-traumatize myself and go through those years again. And think about this. I'm a middle-aged woman at this point. I don't want to go back into my 20s and see what happened. But in gathering information for this interview here, reading that passage again for the first time in 20 years, I questioned a lot of things like, well, why was he so afraid? And why did he try to, make my boyfriend feel as if I wasn't trustworthy? And
do you think he took advantage of you when you were under the influence of alcohol and drugs?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. And
but do you feel that's
before.
the case now from everything you've read?
Honestly, yes. Given the context, now that I know, because again, I never knew any of these things about him before. So the things that I learned in the trial, I did not know. I never saw that side of him. I did not know. I never understood. And again, in 2005, when I published Confessions, it says I didn't understand why he was so fearful of me because our time together.
You're a demon. Okay, but the thing is, Diddy's a demon too. I mean, that should tell you how high ranking you are. If Diddy was afraid of you, the diddler was afraid of you. Yeah, you are one of the first ever. Legendary. Everyone knows about you. You are a prodigy. You know what I'm saying? Like Lilith. The first demon. That was you.
Yeah.
It makes sense why Diddy was afraid.
It was pleasant. And I was like, wait, what is he so afraid of? What does he not want me to tell? I didn't see anything at that point. At that point, I hadn't seen anything. At that point, we had, I thought, just a friendly platonic night together. So I was confused then, and 20 years later, I'm confused now. So to my knowledge, I've never had sex with Sean Combs. We never had that kind of relationship.
But you can't be sure.
Given what we know now, I can't be sure.
And how does that make you feel?
And that saddens me.
How can you not be sure of who you slept with, though? You know what? I'm sorry. Let me take that back. I don't want to judge or sound like I'm judging anybody in that aspect. Wow, that sounded really judgy.
Well, just think about it. In a drunken, drug-induced, inebriated state, if you're allowing a train to be ran on you, can you know exactly if a particular person was partaking in on it?
I will say this. I just couldn't imagine. The idea of being inebriated while being in such a vulnerable state with another person is not my idea of a good time. I don't find being drunk or high while being intimate with another person fun. Maybe that's something that is really cool and is exhilarating or something like that. But usually when I drink, it is to get inebriated. I don't think alcohol tastes especially good or anything like that, but it is to kind of loosen up or whatever, right? And but not to the point where it's like, dang, I can't remember what happened yesterday. You know, like I've never been that drunk. I felt good. I've been feeling good before. I got into that point. I was like, oh, wow, this is crazy, y'all. I don't know where I'm at. Then the next day it's like, oh man, this sucks. But never like, oh, I don't know where I'm at. Let's do it. You know, because it's like anything could happen. Anything. You don't even know who you were with. I slept with you and you and you last night. What did I say? Oh man, you were doing all kinds of. I never want nobody to say you were doing all kinds of wild stuff. Here's the tape. You know. But you know what? I'm not even like judging her. I actually feel more sad for her because she seems like almost remorseful and like even saddened in her own actions. It's just like, I don't want to go back to that. But it's like she's an attractive woman. Sure, she was around a lot of things. She doesn't seem like Cassie to me. Probably, I don't know. But I just get more remorse from her. And it's like, dang.
I don't know. I think this is just another person that's popping up that she realizes, oh, hold on. If I can position myself at just the right angle, I might be able to get in on some of this carcass. Like everybody smells this blood in the water now. And now all you have is just these sharks just circling the kill. And, you know, people done already went in and took big bites out of the flesh, but they're waiting to see if like it's gonna fight back. Like they ain't trying to get disappeared now. Remember, he's still got money.
Oh yeah.
he still will threaten and allegedly will threaten and try to coerce and intimidate people. And he's locked up still. All right. So they're still circling the body. They just don't know if he'll fight back yet. So I think that's what we're witnessing right now is people are like positioning like, okay, hold on. That shark over there is bigger. I don't want to get too close to that shark because he might come after me. And I think that's kind of what you saw what was happening with Cassie. She went in, she took her bite of flesh, she took her pound of flesh. Guess what? There was other sharks laying in wait. And now they saw her and they're like, I might want to take a bite out of that too. And now you got like these male prostitutes coming after her. So I think that's one of those things where, even Superhead is looking at Diddy and she's like, all right, hold on now. He still got meat on the bone. I might want to go over there and get some of that. But let me not put myself too close because I might get attacked too. Because you got to remember, she's probably a part of that lifestyle, a part of that system, that community of just weird, degenerate stuff that goes on in Hollywood. And depending on what she might have done herself to other people, she could be lining herself up to have people come out and come for her. So,
yeah.
What do you guys think about this, man? Superhead on some BS. I'm gonna be real with you. What kind of lifestyle were you living?
Yeah.
Like you can't remember. Again, if he slipped you one, all bets are off. But why would he have to? You're a superhead. You know what I'm saying? You are a superhead. Didn't you used to wake up in the middle of the night to go and give Lil Wayne head?
Oh, dang.
While your husband was there? You don't need to sleep. I mean, come on. I mean, Diddy is a demon, so maybe he might have done it for the thrill. Okay, but I don't know.
Okay. Video. Very interesting stuff. Good topics, good things in there. Superhead, Naomi, that girl there.
Naomi Osaka.
The really sad girl that's in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and I can't forget the first intro girl with her dad.
Crazy.
That's a lot. But no, good video, good topics. Peace World. I'm gonna have to check him out a little bit more. I guess I'm not subscribed to him. That's why.
Yeah.
Subscribe. It's the wrong channel, but I'll get it on the other channel too. Okay. Anything else before we go? Any last parting shots or anything?
No. I think you were talking about the new season, Dan to Dan.
Yes.
Yeah. There's been a couple of new anime this season that have come out that I've just kind of been aware of, and I'm just I'm all for this season right now of the anime that's out. Oh, Kaiju number 8 is in their new season. Yep.
I think the manga's coming to an end actually. I kind of let a lot of the chapters of all my manga kind of get like a couple of chapters in, like 4 or 5 chapters in, and I think Kaiju number 8 I think it's on his last chapter, or I think it's done, maybe even, because I don't see any more coming out, and it was wrapping up basically. So it doesn't surprise me the anime is pretty hot right now too.
Yeah, that's a good one right there. I'm really ready to see how they're gonna attack this season. Oh, and there's another little anime that I've been watching. I was reincarnated as the 7th prince. That yeah, it's always these long titled animes.
The 7th prince.
Yeah, so that's in its season 2 right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was Slime. Reincarnated as a Slime is actually pretty good.
Yep, reincarnated as a slime. I don't think they're released a new season yet, but yeah, I'm ready for them too. I'm ready for Overlord whenever they get their act together and release another Overlord. So
I thought they were working on that. I thought it was actually coming out or out.
I thought so too, but I haven't heard anything about it yet. I'm just like, man, come on.
Yeah.
Shoot. I stopped reading the manga just because I didn't want to get too far ahead. Like,
okay. Trying to savor it up. Okay. Yeah, no. Oh, I will say another show, not an anime, but Sandman season 2. I watched that.
Yeah, we started
Pretty
watching
good.
Sandman. Yep.
Yep, pretty good. I realized today that there was 3 volumes, and I actually finished all 3 volumes, not realizing it. And so the 3rd season that's coming out, I think it's like next week. It's the final finale of the series, and I guess it covers the rest of the 3rd volume. Some of the 3rd volume is in season 2, but the rest of it obviously finishes off for the last season. So
okay,
I was like, oh, I read this already. I listened to this already. I didn't realize. So it'd be interesting to catch up and hear that, see that too. But yeah, I think I'm finishing Dan and Dan right now, and then I'm going to jump back into, I think Sakamoto Days just came out with season 2 or is working on it. And then I got to finish Squid Games season 3, and oh man, this doesn't sound good. I got a lot to catch up on because we've been watching a lot of long series, and once I finish the long series, it's like 2 or 3 more seasons and other shows come out, and I got to catch up on them. But I'm in the last dregs of Inuyasha. I got probably maybe 30 episodes left, like the rest of this season, and then the last portion, like the final act. So finally finishing Inuyasha. I waited like over 20 years or so to watch the thing, and Samurai X, Rurouni Kenshin. I'm kind of finishing that up too, and then once I finish those 2, I'm gonna jump back into, I think it's Farron.
Yes. Oh man,
I'm gonna jump back into that. So I kind of missed the first 5 episodes, and I kind of stopped so I could catch up on these things. But yeah, there's a lot to watch. Is what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry, King of the Hill new season of King of the Hill should be, I think it either started this week or it starts next week, one of the 2. So it's been like 14 years since last season came out.
Okay.
Some of the voice actors have died. Luann died. Lucky died. John Redcorn's actor just died like months ago. And Dale died too. The voice actor. So it'd be interesting to see how they go about fixing it in the show. So yeah, a lot.
Fire Force. I forgot about Fire Force.
Fire Force. I haven't watched that in a while either.
New season, Fire Force.
And I think Fire Force, if I'm not mistaken, is connected to Soul Eater. They're in the same universe. I don't know if you.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Same creator of Soul Eater created this, and he connected them somehow. There's a character that's in both series. I need to go back and watch Soul Eater to find out, but yeah.
Interesting. I mean, now that you said that, they look like the same drawing. Same art style. Oh, that's interesting.
Yep.
With the Soul Reaper and their Meister.
Yep.
And now you got these they got fire from 1st generation, 2nd generation, and 3rd generation fire wielders.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I think you had mentioned the show. So Love, Death, and Robots.
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't as impressed with this season as much as I was with the other ones. It had a lot of cat episodes for one. But I still one of my favorite anthology series to watch. It inspires me to want to just create some random stories and throw them together or something. So I do be having ideas. It's like, oh, let me just do this one sketch. And then it's like, that could be its own story, you know? It's Love, Death, and Robots. Well, I mean, there's another one. Predator, Killer of Killers. Movie. Oh, you have not seen or heard of this?
No.
Oh, man. I can't wait for you to see it then.
What?
Predator, Killer of Killers.
Killer of Killers.
It's an animated movie similar to like the the 3D art deco art style, like Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse.
Oh, okay, all right.
But man, I was like,
What is
y'all
that
should
on?
make this a movie. Hulu.
Hulu. Okay.
I was like, y'all should have put this in the theaters right here.
Okay.
I ain't gonna spoil none of it. But I'm just gonna say,
okay,
it is 10 out of 10 to me.
I might suggest that to the wife, something to watch.
And of course, you know, they come out with the Predator movie, Predator Badlands in November, October, one of the two. So I think it's a precursor to that. In fact,
okay.
The same guy who made the Predator Killer of Killers movie is the same guy who did Prey. I think it was like 3 years ago. Which is also a Predator prequel movie, basically. He did both of these. So they have the same feel to them.
Okay, all right.
Man, cannot highly recommend enough. Yeah. All right. There's plenty.
I like it.
Yes, sir. Okay. Well, that being said, thank you everyone for showing up for our stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Got some good topics. Again, if a man changes your tire, do you owe him dinner? That's a great question. Talk about it amongst your friends. Come back and chat with us about it. We would love that. Make sure you like the video. Again, subscribe to my channel. That's Rough Reviews and I Am Cartoons. Closet Anime, Freddie over there, Closet Anime. Also, make sure you go on my channel and watch Philandroids episode 1. I have the edited and unedited version that gets you all spooled up for Philandroids episode 2, dropping August 7th. Yeah, it's a dream come true, and I hope you will share it with me. And yeah, thanks for showing up again.
All right.